If you've been on the fence about buying one of these machines, but are kind of skeptical of ordering online and not knowing when the machine's going to get there, a lot of the shipping timelines are very vague. You know, it says 2 to 3 months and things like that. And I've had commenters tell me that they've been waiting for months for their unit. And that gives a lot of people anxiety, including myself. When I purchased this machine, I wasn't sure when it was going to arrive. I was trying to book some jobs, and I didn't really even know what I was going to get when I ordered it. I decided that I'm going to take action and address that issue that I keep seeing, that gap that I've talked about in the last video. And my goal is to sell and fully support these machines here in the United States. For the first run, I have 8 units coming direct from the factory. I'm going to add a list that you can get on for free in the description. If you're interested in getting one of these units that is fully supported and backed in the United States, get your name on that list. My plan is to do a complete pre-delivery inspection where I will go through and make sure that the machine is in perfect working order. So that way, when you receive it, you don't have to worry about it. I've already looked it over, everything's checked out, and you're good to go. When I received this machine, the factory alternator was not properly excited from the factory, meaning that it was not producing electricity right out of the box. This thing was a brick. I charged the batteries and they quickly died because that alternator has to put out power to recharge the batteries as the electric motors are driving the unit around. So that could have been avoided by a simple quality control check. Be sure that the alternator is charging before it gets sold to a customer. That's an easy step. Another thing that could have been avoided very easily is this clutch adjustment. This thing is not set right from the factory. Those are the kind of things that really make it a better user experience. When I got this machine, this is all I received, is this industrial remote controlled lawnmower instruction manual. And it's mostly a sales brochure and just a real quick how to turn on the remote, which was actually confusing because they show that switch being on there on the picture, and my remote control does not have that. It's just a knockout there. So I was confused right out of the gate on how to turn it on because it says to turn that switch on and it's not installed. I was confused. The battery was dead on the controller, so it wouldn't do anything. And I thought, wow, they didn't install that switch. What's going on? I ended up charging it and figured out that to turn this on, it's actually just a quick pop out that switch and it's on. But I didn't know that, and it was just a little bit frustrating. Just overall, very vague instructions and just some kind of don't refuel the machine when the engine's hot and things like that. Real basic precautions. Machine maintenance, it's not really clear. Overall, I think these machines have a lot of potential. They're very simple for the most part to adjust things. There's you can see down on the bottom there how you adjust the this main belt alternator. Just slides on this bracket. It's like an old Chevy pickup or something. And it's pretty basic. You can get these types of bearings are very common in the industrial world, so you can source these just about anywhere. Flail blades, I plan on stocking. There's multiple variations, and I plan on testing a few other ones and making sure that they fit in this unit. I plan on making an upgrade where I can put a bypass line in between these two lines and basically allow this head to float, let that oil free flow through there so the cylinder can move up and down without that way it will not let the machine hang up the way it was doing on that last job. And there's a few improvements that I think I can make pretty easily, and it can be adapted to all the rest of these. So one thing I noticed was this cover. I thought, well, okay, cool, belts are protected. Let's take it off. Uh-oh, look at that, no adjustment. It's kind of an issue. You can see this bearing bolted solid, this bearing bolted solid. I thought, oh, there's adjustment. Well, no, that doesn't do anything. That's not adjustment because these bolts are solid. So there's no slots in there to adjust this belt, which could be a real problem. When that thing starts stretching, you're going to be out of luck. When it comes time to installing the new belt, I don't even know how they got this on there. But my idea is to build a tensioner that mounts on this bracket and can apply tension to the belt via a roller and make it a modular kit that anybody who buys these AWI 1000S Pro models can add that kit on. I'm hoping to design a weld-on version and a bolt-on version. That way, whatever you're more comfortable with, you can do that. And it will be an option to have that done before I deliver the unit. People are wondering, where do you get parts? Well, I intend on answering that. So I'm going to fully stock tracks, spare alternators, all the electronics that go in here, spare walking motors. This motor here, this is nothing fancy. This is a Lonson, but you could replace it with a Predator, a Honda, or anything else. A standard big block, small engine will fit right in there. I have some ideas for innovations for these machines that I'm going to be testing on the channel, including installing a camera so I can see what the mower sees from a distance. I have a kit to do that I'm going to be testing soon. I'm going to also be experimenting with automating these machines, meaning you can design a route that it will run on its own without having to put input into the controller. That's going to be really exciting. I also have an idea for what I'm calling a wet kit. So I'm going to design a sprayer system that goes on the back of this unit, and in one pass, I am knocking down the vegetation that's tall, and I'm preventing it from regrowing all in one step. And I think that's going to save a lot of time for property owners and things like that. Whenever you can get two things done in one pass, that's a win. So anybody who is interested, I invite you to add your name and number to my wait list. That's going to be down in the description. I have exactly 8 of these units coming. If you're interested in getting on the list, go ahead and down in the description, there will be a link to click. I appreciate everybody watching this video. I plan on creating more videos, more how-to content, how to maintenance the machine, how to operate the machine, where it excels and where it doesn't, different flail designs. So if you're interested in knowing more about these machines, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.